Newfoundland and Labrador, the easternmost province of Canada. Newfoundland and Labrador is the most easterly province of Canada. The Strait of Belle-Isle separates the province into two geographical parts. Newfoundland has an area of over 111,000 square kilometers. Roughly triangular in shape, Labrador's land area is nearly 295,000 square kilometers, with Quebec to the west and south. Its extreme northern tip shares a short border with Nunatsiavut. In 2021, the population of Newfoundland and Labrador was nearly 522,000. Apart from its natural beauty, Newfoundland and Labrador is uniquely linked to the sea. The coastline is deeply engraved with fjords and inlets. The big land of Labrador is one of the last untamed, unspoiled places left on Earth. The Inuit in Labrador have lived there for thousands of years, and their cultures are rooted in a deep spiritual relationship with the environment. Formerly known as just Newfoundland, when it was a British colony, it became the Dominion of Newfoundland in 1907. In 1949, it became the 10th and newest province to join the Canadian Confederation as Newfoundland. In 2001, the Constitution of Canada was amended to change the province's name to Newfoundland and Labrador to reflect the larger chunk of land on the continental mainland. The provincial capital city, St. John's, is known for the 17th century Signal Hill Citadel. The Signal Hill National Historic Site is an historic landmark. British and French soldiers battled for control of this strategic site during the final battle of the 7 Years' War from 1756 to 1763. In 1901, Newfoundland received the first ever transatlantic wireless signal on Signal Hill sent from England, making communications history and kicking off the innovation that would ultimately lead to the cell phone today. While you are here, hike the 3 miles of surrounding trails and enjoy spectacular views of St. John's Harbor and the ocean, and maybe even a few whales or icebergs as they pass by. Standing by the Cape Spear Lighthouse, you literally have an entire country at your back. This is the easternmost point of Canada, a rugged cliff overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, which is adorned with the oldest surviving lighthouse in Newfoundland. Originally built in 1836, the Cape Spear Lighthouse has been restored to its early appearance. While enjoying a panoramic view of the edge of the world, keep an eye out for whales. Gros National Park on the Gulf of St. Lawrence, with cliffs, waterfalls, and glacial fjords, is a jaw-dropping wonder. Meaning big isolated hill, Gros offers distinct mountains, river valleys, forests, lowlands, and bogs waiting to be explored and enjoyed. Bonavista is etched in history as the historic site of Cabot's Landing. A statue of John Cabot at Cape Bonavista has been built where Cabot landed on June 24, 1497. Today, Bonavista is a quaint town of colorful homes along rocky shores and pebbled beaches. Keep an eye out for whales, visit the full-size replica of Cabot's ship, and especially wake up early to see a gorgeous sunrise. Twillingate, this small, colorful fishing town located on islands of the same name, is the iceberg capital of the world and a great whale-watching destination. As you walk along stunning shorelines, prepare to be wowed by the sight of monstrous icebergs and pick wild berries on your way to a scenic lighthouse. When you are in this province, make a special or side trip to Fogo Island to explore local art and immerse yourself in fascinating local music and storytelling. Christopher Columbus wasn't the first European in North America. The first known European presence in North America belongs to the Vikings, who lived at Lands or Meadows at the very northern tip of the Newfoundland island. The 1,000-year-old artifacts are so important that the spot was named a Canadian UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1978. Heading north to Cowhead to get a feel of what windy really means in western Newfoundland. Continue your drive to St. Barb and take a 2-hour ferry ride to Blanc-Sablon, Quebec. From there, drive along the beautiful south coast of Labrador, all the way to Happy Valley-Goose Bay, and further west toward Churchill Falls, Wabush, and Labrador City. During the ice-free season from June to November, take a boat ride from Goose Bay to Nain. This 2.5-day ferry ride offers an excellent opportunity to view pristine scenery and experience lovely Nunatsiavut communities along the north coast, and contemplate those important questions of life, while watching out for icebergs and whales. Newfoundland and Labrador is a charming province. It's known for its colorful houses. The ancient architecture dates back centuries. The houses were painted all different colors so that ships could see them through the fog. Cod used to be foundational to the economy of Newfoundland and Labrador. A moratorium was imposed on cod fishing in the early 1990s in order to allow cod stocks to rebuild. Fish remains at the heart of Newfoundland and Labrador's culture. The people of Newfoundland and Labrador are known for their love of the ocean. They refer to the Atlantic Ocean as that big pond. The people of the province have a reputation for being friendly, warm, and welcoming. A great example is Gander. This town of about 10,000 residents became a temporary home to dozens of international flights bound for the United States when the U.S. airspace was closed on September 11, 2001, in the wake of the attacks on the World Trade Center. In total, 6,700 passengers and a total of 38 planes landed at the Gander International Airport that day, far overwhelming the capacity of a small town with just 500 hotel rooms. The Gander residents did an amazing job in taking good care of all the stranded passengers, the so-called plane people, for nearly a week. The fascinating story was vividly recounted in a popular book titled The Day the World Came to Town, September 11 in Gander, Newfoundland. By the way, the island of Newfoundland has its own time zone, which is a rare 30-minute time zone. In Newfoundland, you are half an hour ahead of Halifax, Charlottetown, and Moncton, and 90 minutes ahead of Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto. Labrador belongs to the Atlantic time zone. Newfoundland and Labrador is a beautiful and bountiful province. During your visit, there are many opportunities for adventure and cultural discovery. Stay a while and give yourself ample time to take a step back in time. Explore delightful forests and charming coves, and you will be rewarded with sightings of amazing wildlife such as caribou, moose, bears, as well as whales and seals. Above all, take time to meet Newfoundlanders and Labradorians and listen to their stories. Get lost in marvelous landscapes to appreciate beauties of nature and find yourself among the most hospitable folks on earth. Almost every Newfoundlander and Labradorian has musical talent. Listen to Ode to Newfoundland, the official anthem of Newfoundland and Labrador, written by Governor Sir Cavendish Boyle in 1902. When sun rays crown thy pine-clad hills, and summer spreads her hand, when silvern voices tune thy rills, we love thee, smiling land. As loved our fathers, so we love. Where once they stood, we stand. Their prayer we raise to heaven above, God guard thee, Newfoundland. And get inspired by the lyrical song written by Harry Martin, A Land Called Labrador. There is a land of boundless beauty, where the untamed rivers run, and majestic snow-capped mountains rise to meet the morning sun. There are silent sunlit valleys, undiscovered, unexplored. It's a home for free of spirit. It's a land called Labrador. Let her mountains shine in glory. Let her unspoiled waters flow. Let her children live in freedom in the valleys of the snow. Lift your voices, sons and daughters, like you've never done before. Let your song rise through the darkness in this land called Labrador.